Are you a natural-born Filipino that is at least 18 years old on or before May 9 of 2022? Or you have been residing here in the Philippines for at least a year and in a municipality 6 months before the election? Then you are eligible to vote. You might say, in the middle of a pandemic, there's no way I'm going there. But really, why are you willing to go on the beach trip in the middle of a pandemic but not be a responsible citizen and register to vote? Voting is important, most especially now that we are in a pandemic. The 2022 elections will determine who will be the next president of our country, and they will be the one who will continue to fix the aftermath of the pandemic. According to Transparency International, the Philippines is ranked 115th place out of 179 places as the least to most corrupt countries in the world as of 2020. If you want to change the system, then why aren't you voting? The future and lives of your children, the future generations, are greatly affected by these elections. So make sure to vote and make it right. Now, if you want to get registered, here are the list of requirements that the COMELEC requires. First is a valid ID and a photocopy of it. Here are the following samples of accepted valid IDs: driver's license, IBP ID, NBI clearance, passport, postal ID, PRC ID, PDW ID, school ID or library card, senior citizen ID, SSS or GSIS ID, or your UMID. Then, certificate of confirmation from the National Commission of Indigenous People or any other valid IDs with your photo and signature, except for cedula, police clearance, and barangay clearance or certificates. But wait, there is an additional requirement for applicants turning 18 on the upcoming election day. Bring your original and photocopy of your birth certificates. The next thing you need to do is accomplish the voter registration form. Now, this form is available to download from the COMELEC's website, but we will be leaving a link in the description box for you. And since we are in a pandemic, you need to book an appointment before going to the COMELEC's office. You must follow all COVID-19 protocols, wear a mask, wear a shield, and bring your alcohol. Don't proceed to the COMELEC's office if you have flu-like symptoms. Bring your own pen also, and no face mask, no face shield, no registration. Use the foot bath and hand sanitizer at the entrance. Sanitizing your hands and alcohol will also be a requirement before and after the biometrics capture. Use the express lane only if you are a senior citizen or PWD or a pregnant woman or an 18 to 20 years old. Ensure physical distancing at all times. Observe at least 2-meter distance. And lastly, please leave the COMELEC premises immediately after your registration.
So, how to get registered? Book an appointment by contacting your local COMELEC office. If there's no appointment system in the COMELEC office where you're supposed to register, come as early as possible so that you can accommodate within the registration hours. Second, go to the local COMELEC office. If you want to vote in your hometown, you have to register at the COMELEC office in your hometown. Third, present the voter's registration requirements. Fourth, have your biometrics captured. And last, wait for your acknowledgement receipt. So I'm going to tell you some tips. First, bring more than one valid ID. It's better to have a backup than going back and forth and risking your health. Remember, in a pandemic, we need to have a quick and smooth transaction. Second, present only a valid ID that shows your current address. For example, you live in Bulacan but currently residing in Manila. However, you want to vote in your hometown, Bulacan. You need to bring a valid ID that shows your address in Bulacan.
For more information, we are leaving credible links in the caption of this video that can help you with your voters registration. The registration runs from September 1 of 2020 to September 30 of 2021. That is all from this video. Thank you and have a good day.